Without a successful business case, projects would never get started. Let me say that again. Without successful business cases, project would never get started. A business case presents the case for investment in a project. It should be based on a plan which outlines what needs to be done and why, and how the desired results will be achieved. A business case justifies the investment of time, money and resources into a project by outlining the benefits that it will deliver and is the basis for a decision to fund the project. Why have I been labouring on business cases? Because I have seen so many that miss some of these keys that we're going to talk about. And then they require reworking and it delays the decision. In some cases, the wrong decision is made. I see that there are 7 keys to successful business cases. Why is the project necessary? So we need to justify it. Why is this the best option? What are the benefits? What are the critical risks? How much will the project cost? How long will it take? And is it value for money? So let us look at each of those in turn. The first step, which we often don't do particularly well, is justification and describing what the purpose of the business case is. Has there been sufficient planning to properly inform project prioritization and selection? A significant challenge is understanding the target audience and what success means for them. Why is this project necessary? What problems will the project solve? This is what I'd call a bottom-up approach, addressing current challenges, getting to the root cause of the problem. The critical challenge is defining the problem through a genuinely inquiry-based approach and without bias to a preconceived solution. The complementary approach is the top-down, which considers where we want to be in 5 or 10 or 20 years in the future. What is the vision of the desired future? How does the project contribute to community and government outcomes and priorities? The key challenge is not losing sight of the strategic or policy agenda. It is critical to consider a range of viable options to ensure that value for money is obtained from the proposed investment. All options, which are then referred to as project cases, are compared to a business as usual option, which is the base case. So, define what is the base case. What different options were considered in addressing the identified need? They need to be documented and outlined. For example, there could be 4 different types. Reform, looking at changing service delivery or regulation. Better use, influencing the demand or providing priority to high-value use such as freight or transit. Improving existing, usually low-cost improvements at pinch points or bottlenecks, turning lanes or intersection improvements, etc. Or new infrastructure. So rather than jump to the new infrastructure, we should look at these other possibilities or some combination of those as well. And then, why is the option you have chosen the best? How is the preferred option selected? Show that you have seriously considered all the possibilities, which will greatly strengthen your business case. This is where you persuade decision makers that your project is a worthwhile investment, because every reasonable benefit should be considered, both tangible and intangible, and documented. Just make sure that you justify the benefits that you include. Don't be too optimistic or exaggerate them. Provide evidence, outline assumptions made, and show how future predictions were made. The benefits are directly related to the level of service proposed, so don't gold plate the preferred solution. It's critical to success is identifying and understanding the social and economic benefits and quantifying them, and providing a clear line of sight from problem to solution to strategy policy. Some benefits may be difficult to quantify, so describe them qualitatively. What are the critical risks to the project's success? Be open, realistic and transparent, as this will instill confidence in your case with the decision makers. Focus on the critical risks that have the greatest potential impact. Suggest appropriate mitigation strategies to reduce the likelihood and/or consequence of any particular risk. Also outline how you will engage key stakeholders and the proposed governance to ensure risks are properly managed. We know business cases are notoriously difficult to be accurate, but being clear what is in scope, the assumptions, the key risks and benefits in a concise way, and this is not always apparent in cases that I've seen. How much will the project cost? A key purpose of a business case is to describe a viable project with a robust and reliable cost estimate. Decision makers need to know the total projected cost before they can approve funding for the project. Justify each area of expenditure so that nobody is in any doubt that the budget you have forecast is as accurate as possible. Be wary of publishing preliminary estimates because politicians like to announce new projects and often want a cost and then complain about cost overruns. This may be unjustified as the scope was changed or the preliminary estimate was, preliminary. You will need to be able to answer the question, how much time will it take to deliver the project? Be realistic. Detail the major activities and deliverables at each stage and explain why the estimate length of time is needed. We have a tendency to be optimistic and underestimate the time it will take to deliver a project. There's nothing worse than when a project runs over time because of an inaccurate estimate, especially if the due date has been announced by a politician. And an investment proposal. Is the project value for money? Are the benefits greater than the costs? This is where you assess costs and benefits in order to demonstrate that the project is a worthwhile investment. Decision makers need to know the proposed project will deliver value for money and be able to withstand independent scrutiny. What is the return on investment or the benefit cost ratio? One of the biggest challenges we face delivering business cases is the availability of data to support the investment decision. It is also important to document non-monetary benefits, so use a multi-criteria analysis approach and embed the benefit cost analysis in it. We need to be able to construct a compelling argument, provide the investment logic, and tell the story. So in summary, the 7 keys are: justify, explain why the project is necessary. Options, describe the process to determine the preferred option. Benefits, outline all the benefits and include qualitative descriptions where data is not readily available. Risks, demonstrate what are the critical risks and how they will be managed. Cost, confidently provide an estimate of project cost. Time, outline how long the project will take, and this affects costs as well. And appraisal, articulate a compelling story that the project will provide value for money. Get these 7 keys right and you will have success in getting a decision on your business case. Learn more about business cases by downloading your free copy of a quick guide to transport business cases. I've included a link below. My new 6-week online course is now available. See the link below for more details. It covers the 3 main phases: strategic context, solution options, and submit proposal, which covers the clarifying the problem, engaging key stakeholders, assess risks and outline governance in the strategic context, and then develop potential options and select a preferred option, and then outline the preferred option and confidently present the business case. Thanks for watching. Check us out at transportfutures.institute. Also check out the other videos on the Your Transport Future YouTube channel. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and request to join Your Transport Future LinkedIn group.